And that's this beauty here. Honda Transalp 650 V XL. I think it's 2001 built. I wanted to show you, cannot see it because it's a bit bright. Okay, so here was a bit rusty on the side here, so I sand it off. I used sandpaper 80, 150, and then a much thinner, much finer one. Then I used this, I don't know if you can see it, is in German, Haftgrundspray, which is like a base. And then I used the this one over here, which is for metallic. Normally you can use a 2-component 2K, but because it's down here, so that's why I thought that'll be okay here. And it worked fine. I used gloss. You can use matte as well. The difference is with gloss, if you use, it won't show the fingerprint and so forth, and with matte it does. It didn't matter much for me because that'll be covered anyway from the seat, but that's the two I used. And I've taken off the crush bars because one of them is broken. I sanded them off as well. So it's this part over here. I don't know if I can weld it somewhere. And then once I've done that, and I'll paint it. I'll sand it a bit more off, and then do the welding on this part here. That's where it goes. Obviously the other way around. There we go. Once I weld it, then do the base paint, and then paint it off and then put it back on again. It was quite difficult to remove it. It was a bit of a challenge. Right, I've cleaned it, taken off a few screws. That's how it looks. That's the first, the base. So I cleaned it, sanded it off because it was a bit rusty, took off the rust. Used the ground paint, or grounding, or base, I don't know how I called it in English exactly. And then over it is going to go the, once it's dried, I've used 2 coats, or 3 coats obviously. Once it's dried, I'm going to sand it off a little bit with fine paper, sandpaper, and then use the gloss metallic paint over it. A couple of coats. I removed the gearbox, well, not the box, the gear changer, the clutch is down there. I cleaned it. I'm going to remove this one as well, actually. Just going to have a look if it's been cleaned. I don't know if the previous guy cleaned it. He was a nice guy. He used to do the service himself. Like I do. I've done the service on this beauty myself. I now have to do the filter, which is this one over here. The oil filter. Change the oil, which is a screw down here. I'll show you in another video because it's very sunny today and you cannot see very clear. That's the filter. I'm going to have to remove this. But for now, I'm going to remove this one. This one should have another screw down there, but that's missing. So I've ordered a few screws. That's the one over here. Looks nice and clean. That's another one down here, but that's missing obviously. You cannot see it very clear. That's this one over here. Now, let me remove that, because obviously that's where the chain goes around here. So hopefully that's not very dirty. Oh, okay, I don't know if you can see it. It's quite down there. It's quite, oh Christ, look at that. Hasn't been cleaned since quite a while, I'm assuming. I'm assuming it hasn't been cleaned. Oh, look at that. I'm going to have to clean all that, all this dirt here. Here I'm going to clean the chain and then oil it. See if it looks alright, but it has to be 4 centimeters. So I'm going to measure it. If it's not, it looks like it's a bit loose. Then I'm gonna adjust it over there, but I'm gonna show you that on another video. Right, so here you can see the paint actually. That's where I painted. I sanded it off like I said. Then use this base here firstly, let it dry. Did another coat with that, let it dry. I sand it off a little bit with fine sand, 600 I have it there. And then I used the, which is that one over there, the gloss metallic black paint, painted it over, and that's how it looks. There's another one up here. As you can see, here the paint is gone off. I'm going to do the same. But there are lots of cables around there, so I'm going to have to somehow tie them together so they're not on the way, and then sand it off a bit with paper and then paint it. That's pretty much it.